And we're live, everybody. Today's Thursday, May 19th. What's going on, K-Pro, and the treasure hunting amusement? And we're live, everybody. Hey, look. Okay.
You sound so soothing.
One of them days today. One of them days.
Yeah. So am I okay to talk? Can I talk? Is this thing on? Hot mic?
No. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, hi. I'm here. I'm happy. There's so much happening. This amusement park, we have rides shut down that has crowds all around it. We have new rides that people aren't sure whether they want to get on. Excuse me. Sorry. We have
elbow's so red. Okay, sorry.
We have so much going on, and it feels like a month ago we had nothing going on. And so now it feels like there's so much going on every day. It's been a little bit too much. I've been actually needing to focus on some personal stuff. And I got a lot of emails, let's just say this week. I mean, we have 2,500 views from a show just a couple days ago and almost 100 comments. So a lot more is coming in. But we're not going to just talk about the big ride because we focus on the big ride, the Forrest Fenn ride. But as you guys can see from my posts on Thor and Facebook, I am trying to bring some data back to this and not just the he said, she said stuff. So what do you think,
Oh,
Mike?
yeah, that's it. No.
Okay. That's it.
Christy got into my shirt. What does that mean? Copper Dan have a shirt like that?
Does Copper Dan have a red shirt? I don't know.
Oh, maybe because it's red, the red button.
Oh, the red button. Red shirt. I don't know.
So, yeah, so I titled this, What the F is Going On? Because what's going on with these treasure hunts? Why are they so hard? It just seems like nobody's gotten anywhere with Xavier Marks or Beacon Star or Professor F, although I think some people think they've gotten some of the words. But the other one, the story of Leverett, this one I haven't even started reading because this one's totally cipher crazy. So I was like, that's going to be a whole other thing right there.
Well, here's what I want to talk about with these other smaller rides. I felt like I could provide a value in putting together a PowerPoint for Beacon Star.
Mm-hmm.
I put it together. We did this awesome show. Everybody was, oh, wait, no, that's 22. This is 23. And then nothing burger. Like, I thought this was going to break everything loose. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know why. What's going on there? I need to spend more time on it for sure. But yeah, we do. I think we have the right locations, the right order, but it just doesn't seem to work. So we're doing something wrong. And I think maybe we just haven't put enough time into it. I'm not sure.
So I think if you guys have not seen the Beacon Star Randy Pischel Valentine's Goose is video from when he had his grandkids on, it's the best show I've seen in a year. It was so good. He was showing them stuff. They were commenting. They said they gave it all away. It's like in the half Earth statue. That's where the proxy is. And he wasn't worried because he said, I didn't even show him the real thing. Of course I wouldn't.
I was actually sitting in the sports book at MGM Grand and when I watched Randy's video. Oh, that's right. I guess we could show that, huh?
Oh, let's show that.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I so want to make Copper Dan angry. Copper Dan. Can I give a little tribute to Copper Dan? Go get you. It's in the safe, right?
Yeah. I have to go get it.
Yeah. Okay. So here's
what be in the safe.
Here's what you do when
What's up, Richard?
So we did this. So let's start with a Copper Dan hunt because it's you get. Okay. So Mike and I worked on the Copper Dan hunt, and we decided that we're the ones that actually solved it first. I just couldn't get out to where it was. So the greatest thing to do, if you are like a Jana or if you are like a Sassy, is to win these hunts. The next best thing is to buy these hunts. So Copper Dan, I don't know if you may already know this. We did a little side hustle, little something. We wanted the gold. We wanted the gold. So it took a little persuading. It took a little wheeling and dealing. But then when two minds come together, you can either win a hunt or you can get the gold. So I am happy to report. And I'm going to also say, Packer Jack or Copper Dan, you did an awesome job of the gold. So
Did you tell him or what? Are you there? Uh-oh. Did K-Pro freeze up? It looks like it.
Oh, I said, is it you or me?
Yeah, I don't know who it was.
Yeah. So, Mike, all I said is how appreciative I am of Copper Dan, and I've said nothing else. So, if you want to show what we own, we own it. We own a piece of Copper Dan's history.
So, Copper Dan had a little treasure hunt, and there's a little piece of it right there.
Copper
Dan,
is that pure gold? Pure gold, baby. Thousands. We're thousands.
That's our first $50 gold piece. 1 ounce, everybody. I don't know if that's
$50. We paid a hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah, well, it's a $50 gold piece, but yeah, it's gold. 1 ounce of gold. So that is the prize. It was in Copper Dan's hunt. What was Copper Dan's hunt called?
Trolls Cash.
The Trolls Cash. That's right. So we stole. No, we didn't steal it. We bought the coin from the Trolls Cash. Because when you have 5 people steal a hunt and 1 coin, that's an issue. So, or not an issue, but I think they just wanted to split the money. So that's what happened.
So I just want you to know.
Yeah, he didn't give it to us, Richard. He didn't give it to us. And for the record, we did not solve the hunt. Yeah, Noway is right, Copper Factory. We bought it from the winners. There were 4 of them, right? It was Jana, Laurel, Chuck, and Alex. I think that was the 4.
I don't know.
Yeah, they decided to make the sale. So we said, we're here. That was the sale. So
little piece of Copper Dan sitting in our safe, baby. Thank
so that's 1 gold coin. And now we have to get its twin brother, which is, well, actually older brother, which is the Beacon Star gold coin. Go with it, right? And then we'd have 2. So yeah, it's a nice coin, Dan. You did a good job on the hunt. I don't think you ever thought we would have it, but hey, that's how these things work.
Well, and I do have to say, Mike and I own a lot of silver. Or I won't say a lot. I own some silver, and I have some coin collections. I have a lot less coin collection right now, but this is something that Mike and I invested in together. And so this is a really cool thing because even though we've gotten some coins here and there, this is a first kind of, I don't know, this is the first one where it's an us, honey. It's us.
10 years from now, what will the price of gold be at, right? Does it go up? Does it go down? I mean, who knows?
It goes up.
Yeah, better go up. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, so there was a little fun thing in the treasure hunting amusement park.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk about
maybe we'll put it in a treasure hunt someday. Probably not.
Hell no, that's my gold.
Probably not. No, honey, that's our gold. Get it right.
Our gold. Our gold.
So
I just love that it's Copper Dan's. That makes it better. I don't know why.
No, I want the Beacon Star one. They'd have 2 gold coins. Would be really cool.
Honey, you need to stop dreaming. Okay, let's go back to Beacon Star. This is the one that I feel it says danger. Do not get on. You'll never get off. It's like Hotel California. You'll go in circles forever. And you got on the ride, and I can't get you to get off the ride. So I am concerned that Beefagetti, Sassy, Treasures Cash, you, and about Brian and about 4 others, I think Brian, you guys have been trying at this for like 19 years. Is it too hard? Do we just get rid of it? Should we burn the book?
Let's take a step back. And this link that I'm putting in right here, this is a link to a 30-year-old treasure hunt about the owl. You guys remember the golden owl in France?
Yes.
So the Guardian had an article just a week ago that, hey, 30 years later, people are still looking for this thing. And that's what made me think of the WTF is going on. Why do some of these hunts never get solved? The secret, 2 out of 12 have been found, right? This one has been going on for 30 years, and people are still trying to find it. The Forrest Fenn one went on for 10 years. I guess we can kind of see why that happened. But the Beacon Star has been going on. I think it came out in 2016, actually.
Yeah.
So almost 5 years, 4 to 5 years. Like, what is going on with these? And I guess you have to reserve judgment on does it make it a good hunt or does it make it a bad hunt when it goes on for that long and nobody can figure it out? And we have to reserve judgment on, the Beacon Star and the ones that are not solved. But Fandango went for, was it 20 years or was it 10? I'm trying to remember what the expiration
I don't know, forever.
was. And when that came out, a lot of people went, sad horn. I mean, GPS made sense, but the way you had to get those,
Well, I know we're not at that point yet with Forrest Fenn.
Mm-hmm.
Helma Brown was a darn named fish. Wait until it comes out officially but that's when the sad horn goes from, it's not K-Pro saying it. It was horrible. Actually the clue. It was horrible. So, but let's go back to Fandango was one I didn't work on enough. I watched Dark. I really like watching Dark do that. See, and the secret's hard for me because I think I have the location of one, but I talked to the park and they're like, it'll cost $4,000 of botanists to say that it won't, blah, blah, blah. And it's not even worth that. So maybe Copper Dan, I asked Mike to open the phone lines. Maybe he would. So, okay, let's go back to, but I think we can't just lump these together and say all of these suck. We have to say, what are we missing when it comes to like Beacon Star? What do you think you're like? Now, Randy gave out a pretty big clue, and I think we need to do some work. There's something that's going to break this loose. I think once the Fibonacci thing is figured out, and I think it's in the words, I want to reread the story. I started rereading the story, and I saw the big block of code reference. We need to find a couple of other references, and that's going to break it loose. It's going to break it loose, honey.
Yeah, we'll see. But we didn't really want to do a Beacon Star show tonight.
No, but let's talk about a couple of the others.
Well, more of the big picture, and that is why do some of these hunts take so long? So our friend James made a pretty cool website, and that is treasurehuntcache.com. And it's in the description down below, and I also put it in the chat. And that is a list of a lot of the current and solved treasure hunts that are out there. And Mysterious Writings is another place where you can go look at the list. But what is it? I look at it as the treasure hunts that have gone on so long, they turn into a treasure legend. So the secret is more of a legend. We know they were hidden. We know they're out there, but people are probably never going to be able to find them because the landmarks have changed. And even if you figure out where you think it is, you can't dig there. Just like this one, the Golden Owl here in France has been 30 years and nobody can find it. So they get turned into these treasure legends after a while because nobody can find them. And
well, except for, I would say, if the secret was $1 million in each of those locations, and I'm taking what C-Star said and spun it a little, the prize amount accelerates the find. If
That's
each
true.
of those, if Copper Dan's hunt was $1 million, it wouldn't have been solved in 4 hours. It would have been solved in 1. No, but I mean, like for the secret, it would be over. People would be going crazy.
Well, you say that, but like if the Beacon Star, which I think the prize is should be worth about $100,000. If I'm not blaming Randy for not having $100,000. Who does? Nobody does for that kind of a prize fund, except for Forrest Fenn. But if the prize of the Beacon Star was $100,000, more people would buy the book, but I don't think things would get solved any more quickly because it's that kind of a code hard book. Well, but I guess the more people that are looking at it, putting eyes on it, maybe the easier it would be to solve because somebody's going to come up with that one idea.
Well, think about this. Right now, I think probably 50 people are working on Beacon Star, and you get 50 different perspectives. If this was $1 million hunt that millions of or 100,000 people bought the book, there would be someone emailing you and going, I'm new to this, but did you notice on page 72, it says this is how you crack the big block of code? And you go, oh, dang, we didn't. It absolutely would accelerate it, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I guess it would. I guess it would. Yeah. So then it just becomes how much time do you put into something versus the risk versus reward? How much time do you put into it? The Beacon Star is just fun, in my opinion. But I would like the gold coin and the cash. Don't get me wrong.
But let me ask you a question about Beacon Star.
And Xavier Marks. Those are the two. Yeah.
So Beacon Star, how many hours on average in the last 3 years do you spend a week? Do you spend an hour? Do you spend 4 or 5?
That's probably like 2 or 3 hours, maybe, or average on average.
Okay. Now
reading
I've only
the book, trying to, going through things, trying to solve puzzles, that kind of thing. And then also getting stuff together for the shows that we've done on it. Probably it's more like 4 or 5 hours per week since we started doing the YouTube shows on it.
Okay, so let's take that as an average. I think you are a dedicated person no matter what the price pool is. Let's say Randy tomorrow says, I can't believe it. I have a corporate donor. Right. They now have said the price pool is $100,000 and it's all going to be in gold. Would you all of a sudden change the amount of time?
I would. Yeah, I would.
And
I'd spend more time on it because of that reward. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Just like everybody worked on Forrest Fenn's treasure because of the prize, in my opinion. There were so many more people that worked on it. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, and that's where I'm trying to, it would be really interesting as this, if you look at treasure hunting and scavenger hunting and all of this as a market, like those guys that are getting corporate sponsors and Dave, US Treasure Hunt is trying to get a TV thing and all that. It'd be interesting to know where is that drop-off point, because then you also have the opposite. I think it was Sassy. It might've been Nick Sparrow said, when you get over 100,000 is when you get the crazy people that are going to stock your home and do all the things they did to Forrest. So you want to put it under the million, but over 50,000, like breakfast tea and bourbon. How much was it?
It was 50,000.
50,000. And that didn't have, I mean, nobody killed anybody or murdered, any of that, right?
Right. And that lasted about 6 months. I think it was solved about 6 months in, somewhere around there. I don't know. It's just like Xavier Marks. Why is it so hard? It's got to be cipher intensive. That's the only reason I could think that it's that hard. Because it's a simple book, but obviously there's something hidden in it, which I guess is how all treasure hunts are when you look at it. So
we need to grid search Denver. Best comment ever. I love it.
The problem with that one is you can walk right by it, according to Randy anyway.
Look at Packer Jack.
Nice. Copper Dan told me he covered a copper replica coin with 5 millimeters of gold. Congrats on owning that. Yeah, it's funny. Aren't you funny, Packer Jack? I think Packer Jack and Copper Dan need to team up. I think Ranger Jack and Packer Jack and Copper Dan need to team up on a hunt. That's my own person. I
think Copper Dan. Now I have not seen. I'm only hearing of the legend of this Ranger Jack. I've not watched him yet, but I think Copper Dan needs an alter ego. I think he needs, he's kind of the soft-spoken one, and he puts in his opinions, but I think he needs an outrageous personality that he can be, I don't know, paint his face or do something that he's and he only does it for a minute or two, but consider it, Copper Dan. I think it'd be funny. So,
and then there's a new one out. It's really not new, but I don't think that many people have heard of it. It's called The Puzzler by A.J. Jacobs. I have the Kindle book. And let me see here. There's a website you have to go to, and that's how it's a legal contest. Is they made it into a website you have to get to and solve puzzles, so everybody has access to it. You don't have to buy the book, I guess technically, but you do have to have the forward. You do have to have the forward of the book to get the password to the website, thepuzzlerbook.com. And I don't know if this one is on treasurehuntcash.com yet. So there it is. Everybody wants to check that out. It's a $10,000 puzzle. That'd be one I'd be interested in working. I do it online, we're live. We're just trying. It's supposed to be really puzzle intensive. So the book is solving the hardest puzzles in the world. So
and some people are saying The Secret is awesome. But here's the problem that I have with The Secret. You need to have an ending, and if your ending is consider breaking the law, and I guess that's the same for Forrest Fenn. The only way you're going to know is if you break some laws. Or put in so much money and your return is you're going to be upside down. It's going to be an investment to do. I don't know. That's hard for me. That's the thing I don't like about The Secret. Cool book, all cool stuff. But
yeah, I don't really understand the text part of The Secret. I get the painting and the verses, but this all about the little gremlins or gnomes or whatever they are. I don't really understand the story. I mean, I guess I've never really sat down and read it. So maybe at the time in 84, I think when it came out, maybe then it would have made a little more sense. But I hope the great U.S. treasure hunt actually makes it happen. I hope somebody makes it happen where there's a bigger treasure hunt. I think $100,000 is about right. Is the sweet spot. But
The Secret is 100 billion times better than the chase ending. That is true, because at least we know it. We don't know everything yet. I think we're going to know, but the last 2 years has been sucky.
Well, what do you think about this? What Jason says, Fenn was illegally hidden and illegally found. I guess that's true. I mean, you can't really argue.
Yeah, but
it was illegal. 9 Mile Hole. That's if you believe in 9 Mile Hole. Yeah. What's the difference?
Jack got $1 million to illegally get it, and all he had to do was keep his mouth shut. That was his deal with Yellowstone, and I think that may change soon. We'll wait until Monday for that. I think that may change soon. We will have an ending with Forrest Fenn one way or another. With The Secret, the only way you do it is to risk money. Like Jack risked, but look at his financial gain. Well, now with it's complicated.
And think about this. So Dan asks, in your opinion, how should Jack have handled it? But if it's true, and this is a big if, guys, if it's true that Jack actually found it in 2019, went and established a residency in Puerto Rico, and went and retrieved it in June, why did he email Forrest about it? Why didn't he just take it and go? Why did he go, oh, hey, I'm the finder, but I want to remain anonymous and all that? Why didn't he just take it and never tell anybody, including Forrest? I wonder.
Yeah, Sophia, he actually just said, what if there's no legal question? But, okay, here's my answer. Because Jack wanted to resell it. And for Jack to resell it, he needed to contact Yellowstone and say, here's what happened. Here's Forrest. We made a boo-boo, but I want to be able to sell this legally, not go to a Pawn Star for the next 20 years.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
He wanted to sell it. That is the reason they contacted Yellowstone, not a Forrest Fenn show. So there's more that will happen yeah. So
well, what do you think would have happened if he would have turned it into the park ranger like he was supposed to? He wouldn't have broken the law. He would have been like, hey, I found this in your park. I'm turning it in. I get it after 90 days or whatever it is, right? Like, it's Forrest Fenn's, contact him until he can give it to me. I wonder if he would have got it. I wonder how that went.
I believe I believe it would have been returned to Forrest Fenn, and Forrest Fenn would have returned it to him. But that would have been after 90 days.
And then I wonder why Forrest didn't just say you should do that. But then, of course, he's giving away it's in a national park if he would have ever said that.
No, he said that in
under your bed and think about it for 30 days.
He has said return it to the superintendent. He also said just don't tell anybody and start. The only thing or the big gold one, that's the only thing you can't get caught doing. So it depends on the person. I think Jack absolutely was left a S show. Unfortunately.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
so, and there's more to it. And I think that story will come out soon.
Before spending money for the lawyers in the beginning, maybe he should have got his money back. I don't understand that one. Like, I wonder if they told him, yeah, as long as they legally turn it in, it's okay. Like, the person will get it. And
you'll probably get in a little trouble, but it'll be just a small fine, like a misdemeanor, like you abandoned property purposely.
Right,
you can get in a little bit of trouble. And he goes, I'll probably be dead. They won't even be my estate settled. I'm not going to worry about it. So the only person that flat out, well, we know Forrest, if you believe in Yellowstone, broke the law, but the SERPA Act was not even in existence when he started this. And Jack, all he needed to do is turn it in. I mean, and not use a metal detector and not dig it up. But those three things are what his issues were. But he made a deal as long as he keeps his mouth shut. And now here's something so unfair. Rudy can talk about it. I can talk about it. Cynthia can talk about it. Mike can talk about it. Just Jack. Jack can't talk about it. Come on, Yellowstone. I know they're still in the midst of the craziness of this hunt. This is not over with Yellowstone. If you think this is over with Yellowstone, well, we'll see how it plays out. I keep saying the last chapter's here. The last chapter's not here yet. The last chapter is being written right now. Go ahead. The court case will be interesting to see if it comes up. I don't think it will at all in the court case, but we'll see. There's no subpoena yet. Well, I'll go over it on Monday. And actually, Toby will go over it on Saturday. There's been no subpoena issued to Jack to testify, and a subpoena needs to be provided. So the lesson learned there is just if you're going to do a treasure hunt, you got to do it legally. And it is a contest. No, it's not a sweepstakes because it's not random. If you're going to do a treasure hunt where somebody has to physically retrieve a proxy item based off clues, that is a contest. Whoever uses the skill to solve the clues and get the proxy item first wins, right? Well, but there's even more to that, depending on the state. So here's something that Charles Beale is doing that I know is flat out illegal, but I'm not getting involved. You have to have a free entry option. And so somebody who should be able to find it. And if there's something you have to pay for, it cannot give an advantage. I was just talking with a lawyer and they believe if GTOTC did give an advantage, that's even more so that Forrest Hunt was illegal. But Charles Beale has said, I'm going to sell 3 levels of the book. And if you pay me more for the book, you get more hints. That's called legal. Now, is he going to be held to it? I don't know. It's a very beginning market. When he has $1 million, if he ever gets it off the ground. If that's actually the reward or the treasure, there's somebody's going to take him to court, just like they did with Forrest Fenn. They're going to go, the same craziness will happen. Right. But that's interesting. Can you do a nationwide treasure hunt where it's legal? I don't know. I mean, the Great U.S. Treasure Hunt says every state they're going to do it in. So, but it's free. That's how they get away with it. It's free. Right. Anybody can do what you want when it's free and there's nothing to purchase at all. Right. It's just, hey, go find it. But right. The big thing is, and I think the one that has done the best job, in my opinion, because we've Zoomed with him and it looks like he has actually invested quite a bit with attorneys and figuring out things, is Johnny's Treasure Quest. He has, when he did the stones, you can only ship to a certain day. And as long as a person received them, all of that. And I'm going to add on, he had some little faux pas happen, which happen in any business operation, and he made them right. And then he went on Greg Brutal Truth Show when somebody was calling him out, and he stood up and said, this is what I did, and tried to make it better. Just all in all, I'm impressed with him. I wish he would do stuff out in Nevada. I'm just impressed with him. Plus, that's the other thing. He's only in Michigan, so he's kind of contained so far anyway. But the guys in Utah do a good job. Both sets of treasure hunting people in Utah. Yeah.
They do a good job too.
Yeah.
I wish we'd have another one here in Vegas because Vegas kind of died on the vine. It may still be out there, but you don't get an update or anything. So I wish there was a new treasure hunt here in Vegas, but other than the Jingle Bell Rock.
So what do we have right now? We have Xavier, we have The Secret, we have Bess. We have Bess.
Treasure hunts here that we have never even talked about. Check it out.
Beacon Star.
It's treasurehuntcash.com. So there's the tribute, masquerades do mysterious writings do a tribute thing. Breakfast tea and bourbon is solved. So let's do this. Free. Oh, I see. He just listed them. Cracked is out there. Professor F cracked. Although Bitcoin has come down.
That one's still going.
Yeah, it's still going. Nobody solved.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't know what Dorigo Treasures Main is. That's a $20,000 one. And again, you have to, ride at your own risk on these. Echo the Owl. That's different than the one that's in France. That's Echo the Owl. $4,000. Expedition Utah. That's a new one. $2,000 in silver. That's free. Forgotten History. The Lords of Deftware. I've never heard of this before. So undisclosed. Gallows Harbor. Right. Garagaphia. Is that how you say it? Gargaphia. That one. I actually have that book. I never really got into it.
How much is it? See, I can't see any of it. This is tiny in my mind or in my eyes.
It's $1,000 in items like gold.
Yeah, see, and it's nice. But here's the thing, and I don't think you feel this way because you're smart and I'm not.
And this is
I know that I'm not going to do some of these because there's too many sassy Mikes, Brian's, those people that should have solved it by now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you. And then if after a while it just goes on and then kind of falls off, like the Enigma of Dolos. Remember that one, the website, the Enigma of Dolos? We worked on that for a while. Nobody's visited that. Nobody solved that, I should say. Not that nobody's visited it. Golden Treasure of Entente Cordiale. I have that book. That's the one in the UK and France. That's definitely a difficult one.
What about the Hatter or the Mad Hatter or the?
Yeah, here it is. Hatter's Hat, Wonderland Treasure. Yep, $10,000. The Hare on the Moon is another book, and I think the Mad Tea Party. Those may all be by the same people. Oracle Lost in Time is a really old book. That came out in 2004 over in the UK. So again, just like the Whistle Pig and The Secret, those are treasure legends now in my
Yeah.
Storia Leverett is best book. That's out for around $1,000.
Oh, that's okay. So somebody just said it's another one ridiculously code heavy, and I think that's the only way to make it last a little bit. Like Copper Dan's hunt, his first hunt I think was pretty much all imagination, solved in a day. When he put some codes and things in there, it lasted 3 or 4 months. I think you have to, or at least do both. I don't know.
Well, here's a little bit of breaking news, everybody. Packer Jack. He says Packer Jack has acquired a bronze of Forrest Fenn. Not kidding. Stay tuned. Maybe they are going to do a treasure hunt of some kind then. I wonder what bronze it is that he acquired. But that's pretty awesome, Packer Jack. If you guys,
do you mean a bronze of like it?
That he owned. That he owned, I believe is what he means.
Oh, okay. I didn't read it that way.
Well, I don't think there is a bronze of Forrest Fenn, is there?
Well, that's what I was just asking.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can clarify there, Packer Jack. But if you can do a Chase 2.0 for a Forrest Fenn related,
I don't think that's what he was saying. I don't think he's saying he's doing a hunt. I think.
Well, why else would he bring it up? Why would he say stay tuned? You better do it. You legally now have to do it.
I don't think that's what he.
Otherwise, there's going to be a class action lawsuit against you and Ranger Dick. But yeah, that's cool. Hopefully, you show it on a future show.
Very cool. Yeah, and all of the items coming up for sale of the Forrest collections is pretty cool. I mean, they have the inventory is now out from Forrest Fenn.
Meaning
okay.
In his collection. Yeah.
Okay, it's one of the bronzes in his collection. Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
And it's going to be in this next big hunt with Copper Dan. That's awesome.
Copper Dan's putting in multiple gold coins. That's what I heard. So that's going to be awesome, Dan. I would want to win that. That's something I would play. Whatever it is, however you guys do it, whether it's free or whether you have to buy in, or whether it's a fundraiser for St. Jude. However you're going to do it, look
at Copper Dan's comment because I think his comment is exactly.
I'm not a big Cipher fan, but how the heck do you get mileage out of a hunt? That's true. I mean, how else do you hide something? Just like Xavier Marks. How else do you hide it if it's not hidden somehow? And most people call that a cipher if it's hidden, Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And it's tough and I don't know the answer. And when you start making it worthwhile to so many, how do you make sure Tumble Bear Load is the greatest example. We were all getting excited on that one, and he got harassed by some not good people. I'm going to sue you. And he just said, I'm going to pick it back up. I'm not doing. I think how he said it to us was, I'm not going to let this treasure hunt become someone to sue me and they get the entire treasure for figuring out the legal system better than me. I'm going to pick it up. And he, we know who they were, and they were just awful to him. So, yeah.
So let me ask you this, guys, for the puzzler.
Look at Vertico's question.
Which active hunt is top of the community's mind right now? Well, it's a big community, you know what I mean? So how do you, people should actually vote. That would be cool if there was a poll somewhere to say which treasure hunt, and not Forrest Fenn, because that's over. You know what I mean? Like, which one?
Some people don't think that, though. Some people, Forrest Fenn, trying to find a jar or the second chest or the rest of the jewels. I know. I'm just saying that's what you say from everybody. I think there's some that would put that at the top priority. So for me, in my household, if I don't say Beacon Star, I get smacked around. Just kidding.
Well, the other thing about Beacon Star is it's accessible to us. It's a short plane right away. So we could go get it tomorrow if we thought we figured it out and knew where it was. That's why one of the reasons I like the Beacon Star. Plus, we like Randy, and plus I like the puzzles that are in there, as hard as they are. So what I was going to ask is, real quick, for the AJ Jacobs Puzzler book, has anybody gotten the password? You have to get a password from the intro to the website to even get to the puzzles. And it officially started 2 weeks ago. I was just wondering if anybody out there had figured out the password. I've not read the intro yet to try and do it, but that would be a fun one to work on. First one to solve all the puzzles gets 10 grand, according to this. So first you have, I had the ha ha ha. That was a real main focus of mine for a while. That's a treasure legend, you could say. That's a legend. Yeah. And then Xavier, I'm to the point on Xavier of making cutouts and it's bad. And then I walk away from it. This is when I was traveling and I needed, I have cut the papers up and match things. And so I think it depends for me on the week and the time and all of that. So Beacon Star and Xavier are the two that I've invested enough time in. I am actually ready to sell this guy. I'm going to do a video of a bunch of the collection. But I am ha-ha-ha's past my time. So I know some people wanted that, and that's a legend. So that's for me, but some people, they won't walk away from the secret, even though they know it's not financially advantageous. Some people, yeah. And so those are the two that I'm working on, and excited about. But I feel like Beacon Star there's a halt. It is halted. Well, I wonder if somebody solved it, but that hasn't said anything. In other words, I bet you there may be some puzzles that have been solved, but they're just not sharing. Maybe. It's possible. And that's hard too. So for Xavier, because it's for a good cause, it's $10,000. When I thought that website was a part of it, I don't anymore, but I shared it because I didn't want to stop and make this a 10-year hunt. I want it to be solved in the next one and all that. Did you see you had a question about how big does a size? Or no? I miss Decal with his bully solve. Jingle Bell Rock. And is Candyman done with his hunts? I don't keep up on that one. I don't know. Yeah, maybe because they're in litigation. I don't know. Litigation? Oh, you mean about the Forrest Fenn thing? Yeah, maybe they had to stop. That has nothing to do with David, although she is part of it, so who knows? Oh no, they were in. I thought they were in the book together. Forrest Fenn. What? Dan Barbarisi's book. I thought both David and. Oh, I don't know. You know what? Maybe you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Right. I think they did mention it. So yeah, I think you're right. How big a prize you need to get into? I think 10 grand is the normal. It's but then you have some treasure hunts where you don't even know what it is, like Niamo Spec. There's a video and it says it's an unknown prize. Well, I'm not really going to spend that much time on it. I think 10 grand is about right, but I think 100 grand gets a lot more people's attention. But if somebody that I don't believe is going to conduct a hunt like I would want it, even if they had $100,000 prize or a $500,000 prize, I'm not going to get involved. I appreciate where Charles Beale is coming from with wanting to manage his hunts. I would not participate from what I know of that. Once you start giving hints privately, that kind of stuff, been there, done that. I won't even if it's $1 million, I'm not going to be involved in it. And I'm not saying he's breaking any laws. It's just how he conducts his hunts. And there's some others like that too. I don't care how big their hunts are. That's not right. Well,
Yeah.
Copper Dan says the tricky part of putting on a hunt is funding it. I stuck $5,000 of my own money to the prize. I made a lot back via coin sales, but at the end of the day, it's not a money making scheme unless it goes for 10 years. Like how much money was made on the Thrill of the Chase? I know Forrest didn't get it, but didn't they make a lot of money? But
like $1 million, right?
They made over $1 million. So it just depends what kind of hunt it is and how hard it is, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's the part that. And we have to learn from each one of these hunts, especially like I think every interview I see of a treasure hunting originator, they are asked, are you going to give the solve out after? And we didn't even think about that beforehand because we just thought it was coming, I think. So I think we're learning a lot because we're in the very beginning phase of this possibly becoming, well, kind of like Copper Dan said, it's not a moneymaker. Now it is for Johnny potentially. It is for U.S. Treasure Hunt potentially. The Utah guys they're trying to get a sponsor. So I don't think the market has been defined on what the best model is. And that's where I think it's super interesting that this could be an upcoming market and doing it right and what is too much and that sort of thing. So.
Well, that brings us to a different kind of treasure hunt. I still consider it a treasure hunt, but it's totally different. It's skill in order to win treasure. And that is the World Series of Poker 2022 starts in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 15 days, guys. 14 days. No, 13 days. It starts on the 31st. 31st of May, the day after Memorial Day, is when the World Series of Poker starts here in Vegas, 2022. And that's going to be at Bally's in Paris this year. So me and K-Pro are kind of excited for that just because it's right here by us. But I'm definitely going to play. And it's a different kind of treasure hunt. It's just cards. It's poker. But,
I think the same type of person that has that competitive spirit and that big, I don't know, gambler in them. Because you're gambling when you're going boots on the ground. I'm going to spend money to make a big cash.
Right. And it's skill.
Same thing.
And you figure it out.
Same thing. Like so, I'm going to play 1, maybe 2.
I want K-Pro to play the women's event.
Yeah.
The ladies event is in June. It runs for 8 weeks or 6 weeks, all through June and the first half of July. And it's funny. So I'm actually, if you look it up, I'm there. I'm actually in there because I cashed last year. Check it out. This is the Hendon Mob database. And there I am. I won $112. That's a tournament. I came in, where is it? I came in 291. So this is that tournament. Okay. There were 3,991 entries. You guys probably can't read that, but it was $1,000 buy-in. There were 39 entries. Nice. And I came in, was it 221? Man, I can't even find it. 291. There I am right there. 291. 291st out of 3,000. So I bring it up because once again, I'm going to sell action. So if you guys are interested, email me, cowlazars@gmail.com.
And I don't know if I will. I came in 14th in the women's national tournament. Remember that? That was like a year and a half ago. But I haven't been playing a lot lately. I had that bad situation. I was actually going to take a real run. And I was thrown out of the poker room that night. And that, I hate to say the timing was awful. Because it just made me reconsider, what if I was doing this like for where I need it? And some guy makes the wrong call and throws me out of the room. And that could affect my hours. That could affect my time in to get, so yeah.
Congratulations, Christy. Oh, I got you. I'm like, Christy, I thought you meant me.
About 14th. Hey, I did 14th, which is pretty good for somebody who's only played 4 or 5 years. I mean, I played way back, but I haven't played recently. Yeah. So I'll take it. And congratulations to me that my husband is on that leaderboard because he rocks.
Well, I got to be on it again this year is the point. There's about 5 that I could play in because we got work and we got kids and we got stuff going on. So it's not like we don't have the money to just go play everything. But there's about 5 I could potentially play. But it depends how many people want to throw some money.
What are they calling the 50 this year? I haven't even looked at the schedule.
The Colossus.
Are you going to play the Colossus? What's the Colossus buy-in?
I think it's 500. Let me look it up because the ones I was thinking of playing, I actually wrote down already to remind myself.
Wait, we're supposed to do this together as a family.
Well, you better get involved then. Hang on. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. The Colossus is June 24th this year, that weekend. It's a $400 buy-in. So
Oh, that's not bad
that
at
one will
all.
be fun.
Do you think
The
it'll have
first one up-
28,000 people?
What's that?
Do you think it'll have 28,000 people?
It'll have a lot. Yeah,
No.
for sure. There's a veterans event where the money goes to all the cash goes to charity. That's a $500 event. That's at the end of June.
You have to be a veteran to be, or be the spouse of a veteran. Oh,
not to play. It's just the proceeds are going to go to veteran organizations. That's all.
yeah. I'm going to play the women's. I'm going to play the Colossus. Maybe I'll play one more. I'll actually be probably jumping into, because the cash games are just wicked awesome.
Yeah, we need to get over there for that for sure.
Yeah.
I just need to get able to play out and play in general. But cowlazars@gmail.com if you guys are interested in buying action. And if you don't know how it works, just ask. I'll explain it to you. But the first one I was looking at was Monday, June 6th. It's a $600 event. So maybe I sell.
June 6th. Isn't that the day the treasure chest was recovered? So that means it's good luck for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? That would be great. Nora says she ordered the puzzler. All right, Nora, if you get the password before I do, let me know. I actually going to read it tonight. I think I'm going to look at it.
Nora was a long way to trip. I just mean,
yeah.
I knew that, but
she won one of the grand adventures. That's how I know that.
Smarty pants. Well, so to go back, so where do you think we're at? Because I've gotten more questions about this, like, oh my God, you're selling Thor. Not till the end of the year at the earliest, guys. I just think we're winding down. Give me your perspective, because I'm obviously a fanatic. You are not. You are not anti-Chase, because you're like, I think it's interesting to watch this ending go through its process, but you're not into it like I am still to this day. I've become more isolated to the community and getting some answers and putting some stuff together. I've made my own transition, which I'll talk about in a second. But where are you at right now with the treasure hunt, the chase, Forrest Fenn?
Oh, I just want to know I want to know what the 9 clues were. That's all. I believe it was 9 Mile Hole. I believe Rudy found the actual place, the log, and I just want to know what the 9 clues were. That's all. And then we can go, oh, cool story, bro. And that's it. You move on. Because I have a lot of time on YouTube into it, but it's not like I spent a bunch of money boots on the ground. I'm not upset it's a 9 Mile Hole. I'm not upset that Forrest illegally put it in the park and all that. It's interesting to talk about, and it's a case study for future treasure hunts, but I'm not upset about it. I don't feel like I'm owed something and all that stuff. No. Forrest could do what he wants to do, and he did. And good on Jack. He found it. He's the winner. It's over. The court case is ridiculous, but it is what it is. So,
yeah, there's a lot of court cases. It is interesting to walk through the court cases. I'm glad we're not reading all of it. I think it's awesome that Toby is, but I am glad that is happening. But it's not us doing it anymore, because we did it, but I didn't enjoy it. I had to look up so much. What does this mean? What does that mean? And a couple of my search lawyer friends, thank you, because you could translate basic stuff. So
are you saying that Monday night is going to be a Forrest Fenn treasure found? Oh no! Did you say who's going to be on Monday night? I just heard.
Yeah, we're going to have Dan Barbarisi on.
Barbarisi's going to be on Monday. So
yeah,
he has for him. Email me and we'll ask him.
Yeah, and you can also put him in the comment section here on this video. So yeah, he has an update. He's doing the rounds right now. He's going to do several interviews. He also has some updates post. I believe he's talked to, I think he keeps how you put it, professional conversation going, because this was a big part. So yeah. So
K-Pro cross of Madison and 9 Mile Hole on your own terms. Do you want to cross? I would make the trip. Yeah. Once we know what the 9 clues are and everything's kind of settled, it wouldn't have to be this year, but I would probably want to make the trip to 9 Mile Hole to go look at the spot. I mean, I don't have to, but if we were going to take a vacation up there in that area anyway, yeah, I would probably want to go do it.
I have a whole thing planned for Mike and I, because I had told Forrest at the time, if you can get me the spot, that's where Mike and I were going to get married. And I made a commitment to Forrest if the location came out. Exactly. Mike doesn't know. He's just going to be along for the ride, and it's going to be, we're going to do a whole thing.
A whole thing.
A whole thing. There'll be a whole thing. I wish we could invite all of you, but there's no parking, and I don't want someone to get stuck with the bill of them having to do all the construction.
What about you, Packer Jack? Would you make the trip? Would you take the family up there and, make a vacation and make that as part of the trip? I mean, it'd be cool to go to the Cody Museum or just go to Yellowstone, do all those kind of things. I've been there once. It was fun when we went up there for the meetup. That was kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's Stephanie suing Dan. I don't know if we'll watch that work its way out. I know there's a couple of lawsuits between searchers and now Dan and Stephanie. And I actually understand the premise of Stephanie's. I don't like McCracken. I don't
I get
understand
it.
the preface of Forrest is still alive and all of that. So I can at least, yeah, I can at least understand that. I don't know if she'll win or if I agree or any of that. I just understand the premise. The emerald ring. Yeah, we're gonna find the emerald ring. I think the emerald ring's long gone, but yeah, yeah.
So I'm thinking we actually read. I think we figure out Age the Puzzler right now. I think we just read it and figure out the passphrases right now. So the Puzzler, this chapter is free online. That's why it's a legal contest, because they made this free for everybody. And I haven't read it yet, so I thought, why don't we do it now?
How do we know that the puzzler is a legitimate? Who is it? Do we know?
Oh, it's an author, A.J. Jacobs. He's done stuff, I think, for the New York Times before.
Oh, okay. So he's not just an anonymous person.
Right.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Well, so I will talk to mine because Mike would then say, well, what about you, K-Pro? So for me, I think that the full solution will eventually come out and some backstory. I believe I have had some limited interaction with Shiloh. I've probably met him, I don't know, 5 or 6 times throughout the years. I believe him when he says he's going to make it right to the community. I think he has a story he wants to tell, and I think he's going to tell it. No matter what has happened, the ups and downs in Yellowstone, I think he's too much like his grandfather of, I'm going to tell my story. I don't know if it'll be a book. I don't know how long we're going to have to wait, but I think that story is going to be there. So we're continuing this channel for however long. I think we have quite a few shows that'll come up for the next month or 2, maybe 3. And then when we get back to when we have breaking news, like when Shiloh does, I believe he will come out, or other statements, etc. I think we're going to see a lot more, and we will get the closure. How long we waited and how difficult it was, but I think we will get a satisfying ending to this.
I hope so. It would be nice, wouldn't it? It must be nice. It must be nice. Jack finally gets to sell the treasure chest.
So Copper Dan, you should really check out the Copper Factory. I did check out, Mike told me, so here's what I've had to do because of my own situation. I'm just going to be really, really honest. I had to check out about a month ago or 2-3 weeks ago, when my father passed. I knew how emotional I was. And I knew I would go into chats and get snarky because there's some people that's their job in life is to be not nice to me. And I'm not going to say that
that's why
I take things personal. And that's what Mike said. Mike said, sometimes you take things wrong. Sometimes they are just trying to be terrible. But either way, you're not in a good place for that. So I disconnected from everyone. I have reconnected occasionally here and there. So I'll ask Mike. So some of you have sent me YouTubes and said, oh, look at this or that. Mike watches them and then he'll tell me, ooh, watch it. Like Packer Jack did a good, about lightning and all of that. He's like, you got to go to this part and you got to see it, because he knows that I would engage with that. Anything else, I just can't. Right now, once I get to a point, I have somebody really pushing me to be on their show. And I said, I'm needing to do a tribute to my father and put together some things for my family in relation to my father. I'm not going to spend any extra time right now on engaging other things, because I also am doing a really big tribute to this chase and this hunt in my mind. And it's for me and it's for some other things. So yeah, I am watching but I'm only watching because I like the chat. I like the social interaction, and I just don't feel like I am in a place that I would do well in a positive way with the rest of the community. So I've been hunkering down on Thor. I've been doing good on Thor. I've been doing good on Facebook. And then that's where I just limit myself right now until I get, and the, safer spots that I'm able. I totally engaged in Toby's chat 2 weeks ago, and, we'll take it from there. We'll see. I'll get there. I'll get back to, I'm sure, where we go and interacting and all of that. But I want to say thank you. I got over 150 messages from searchers about my dad. 150 people went out of their way. But I do have to tell you, that expires. After about the 1 week mark, the haters that were hating on me before, they decided to message me and say, okay, now that we've put your father stuff behind, no, guys, when your father dies, you need more than 7 days to mourn. So I've just stopped responding to some. Anyway, so There we go. There we have it. It's all a positive. And I get it. I'm a work in progress, guys.
Sparky, it was in Yellowstone. I hate to break it to you, but you don't have to believe it. Nobody has got to believe if they don't want to.
I saw. Hi, John S. How are you doing, John S? Hi, John. Hi, John S. Hi, John S. What is John S?
I don't want to. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, guys. If you guys want me to stay live, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this intro. It's only like 5 pages long, and figure out what this password is. Again, this is free. We're not sharing anything we shouldn't. This is a website. You guys can all go to it. You can all read this introduction to his book, and in that introduction, you've got to figure out what the password is to his website. And the password is how you unlock the puzzles, and then the puzzles. First one to solve them all gets $10,000. Why not do it together? Now there is rules. See, he actually has contests.
There are rules.
And you actually, let's look at them. This is interesting because we're talking about how to do a legal hunt, right? Let's see what this says. No purchase necessary. Legal U.S. residents of the 50 states and D.C. or 18 years or older. May 3rd ends. Entry period is May 3rd and ends June 4th, 2022. So you've got to be in by June 4th.
June 4th. Ooh, we only have. Can you make that bigger? My God.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that's font.
Okay. No purchase necessary. A purchase will not improve your chances of winning. So that right there, he satisfies that legal requirement. The Puzzler Hunt contest begins May 3rd, so it started about 2 weeks ago. And ends when one person completes the final puzzle as defined below, or May 3rd, 2023. So 1 year. This is going to run for 1 year. From the start of the contest period until June 4th, eligible entrants must complete a series of 22 puzzles. Oh, so you have to finish the 22 puzzles by June 4th. Yeah, we got to get going on this game.
Wait, how much is this for?
10 grand, 10,000. And then there's the final puzzle after you do the 22 puzzles.
So there's 23 puzzles for 22 grand. Okay.
For 10 grand. 10 grand.
2.2 million. What?
During the regular puzzle periods, one regular puzzle is scheduled to be released every Monday through Friday. Oh, it's one puzzle per day. I see. Entrants who complete all regular puzzles will be invited to compete in a final round, which consists of a series of additional puzzles. One entrant who completes the final puzzle in the shortest amount of time will receive the grand prize described in these rules. Entry does not constitute entry into anything else. Okay. How to enter a password to enter the contest will be available in the introduction of the print edition of the book or on the website. To enter the contest, locate the password and access the website here. And that's what we're going to do, is figure out what this password.
We're just doing this right now?
Yeah, let's just do it. Anybody wants to drop off. If you want to drop off, you can. I thought I'd
No. I'm just saying, somebody's going to submit it 5 seconds before us. Okay. When we figure it out, you submit it first. Okay.
Well, this doesn't mean anything, though. You still have to solve all the puzzles when you get to it.
Copper Dan, Mike and I were going to go get a female uniform, and I was going to be Ranger Sarah, and I was going to go after Packard or Ranger Jack. It was a whole thing. But it was really funny. Have you ever heard of TC? TC, John S., is that the S or the TC? It's a red circle, and it has TC with white on it. I've seen their logo, I think. Sounds like an NSA.
Entries made by any other individual.
Cover Dan. I don't know. Maybe if I get in a better place. I'm okay in saying I struggle at times. Right now is one of my struggling times. I'll get over it. I mean, time heals wounds, but my wound is personal. It's not, and I don't want you guys to be dragged through that. So that's all. Just give me a little time. Anybody who's lost a parent knows that.
Definitely have the terms and conditions here. Okay. So this is what it says. Check it out. To begin your quest, enter the passphrase hidden in the introduction of the new book. Keep in mind, you are allowed more than 641 decillion guesses. Start at the first paragraph, read every word, and pay attention to all the great characters that populate the book. All are important to cracking this book's cipher. So it is a cipher. You can count on it. This is where you put in the phrase. And then this is what we have to read.
First paragraph. Okay, wait. Sometimes we miss stuff. Let's look at the cover, please.
Oh, this. Whoops. I totally went the wrong way there.
Okay.
So the puzzler. There he is.
One
man's quest to solve the most baffling puzzles ever, from crosswords to jigsaws to the meaning of life. Best-selling author of The Year of Living Biblically. Okay. So this is the intro, and this is where we're supposed to figure this password out. Nope. guess we have to do it like that. So it said keep track of every page and every character.
Oh, character does not need to be a person. It could be like a character, like a one letter.
That's true.
Saying. Okay. True. First paragraph is only 2 sentences long, or one sentence. Okay, go ahead.
So the first thing is the email was from a friend who informed me that the answer to one down in that day's New York Times crossword puzzle.
Wait, you missed the first sentence.
Yeah, we don't need the first sentence. Well, everybody
That's
can
the first paragraph.
Do it their own way. The clue was H.A. Jacobs. So there's a line there. I mean, it can't be Jacobs, can it?
You're on the third paragraph. Keep in mind the first start at the first paragraph, and you started on the third.
That's wrong. Well done. Yeah, somebody should do Ranger Sarah. I said Copper Dan's got a wig. Somebody's got to do Ranger Sarah. That'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty good. Or a point counterpoint with between Ranger Dick and Ranger Sarah. Okay,
Mike wasn't listening earlier, guys, on what I said, so he's missing it. Okay, bring it back up, honey. Let's, and we're going to do it your way. So you go ahead.
My Saturday underline. It pointed out my name was featured in the Saturday edition of the New York Times puzzle. Saturday is the hardest puzzle of the week. Did you know that, Capra? Mondays is the easiest. I didn't know that in the New York Times crossword puzzle.
I never knew that. I do know that Forrest did these, so I did not.
Yeah, okay. So there are words that are high. Well, there's a lot of words that are italicized, so I don't know if that means anything. This is underlined.
Okay, you keep moving it. Go to the top, please.
Well, here, that's the top.
Yeah, perfect. One winter morning several years ago, I got an email with some ridiculously exciting news, or so I thought so. The email was from the friend who informed me that the answer to one down in that day's New York Times crossword puzzle was ... me. The clue was A.J. Rainville, author of The Know-It-All. I think it's Rainville. So that's what we need. I think the passphrase is A.J. blank. The first reaction was, this is the greatest moment of my life.
I see what you're saying. So his brother-in-law says, hey, it was in Saturday. Saturday's the hardest crossword puzzle. So they put him in there because they thought nobody knows him. That's why it's hard. Nobody would know who he was. Totally obscure, the very embodiment of irrelevance. Okay.
Yeah, Rainville. Minotaur knows.
It's like the arrow in the FedEx logo. I can't unsee it. I'm just wondering if there's anything obvious in here. I wanted to scan through it. My highlight now had a galling asterisk. Go ahead.
No, you keep going. All I would recommend though is as you're reading it or thought process, do it out loud so we can be along in this ride with you, good sir.
Then
try Rainville. Okay, I actually agree. Okay, you didn't like that idea, Minotaur. Minotaur Marino believes that the passcode is Rainville and would like you to try that.
Say it again.
Minotaur Marino in chat believes that the answer to the first puzzle is Rainville and would like you to try it.
All right.
Incorrect.
Okay,
we tried.
So a couple years later, my crossword adventure took on another twist. I was on a podcast, told the tale of my emotional roller coaster. Turns out one of the people listening to the podcast was a New York Times crossword creator. God bless him. He decided to take pity on me and save me from my end of the week shadows. He wrote a puzzle with me as the answer to one across and submitted it to run on a Tuesday. Legendary crossword editor Will Shorts let it through. I don't know if that's a real name or a made-up name. And that became the true greatest moment of my life. I know full well I don't belong in a Tuesday puzzle. It's where truly famous names like Biden and Gaga make their home. So are we supposed to keep track of all the names? It says keep track of the characters. I don't know. I was thrilled to sneak in as an interloper. I mean, it's not Monday, but it's more than I could have hoped.
Casey Ma is saying he's real. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, okay. I don't think they're making stuff up. Okay. As I hinted, there's a reason my crossword cameos made me ecstatic beyond what is appropriate. I've been crazy for puzzles all my life. All right. My dad was in the Army in Korea. My mom was stateside. They keep in touch by sending a puzzle back and forth, each filling out a clue or two per turn. Not the most efficient method, but certainly romantic. So I was introduced to crosswords early, but I wasn't magnanimous when it came to puzzles. I embraced all kinds: mazes, secret codes, riddles, logic puzzles. As a kid who was not in danger of being recruited to varsity teams nor burdened with a time consuming dating schedule, I spent my spare time on puzzles. Brain busters, brain twisters, or brain teasers. Anything about mental sadism.
How
I
many
programmed
chapters are there? How many pages is this whole thing?
7 total. We're on 3.
Okay. Now, can I ask another question? Because I'm now getting kind of interested.
Mm-hmm.
Is this entire set of pages just for the first puzzle?
Yes.
Okay.
The password. We're not even in the puzzles. You have to get the password to get to the puzzles. So all this, we're trying to figure out what the password.
Ooh, Leah says put in puzzles.
That would be pretty good.
Or puzzle.
I'm hoping that capital letters don't matter. Keep in mind, you are allowed more than a whole bunch of guesses. Start at the first paragraph, read every word, and pay attention to all the great characters that populate the book. All are important to cracking this book's cipher. You can count on it. So it sounds like we have to count something. You can count on it. What are we counting? Are we counting words? Are we counting characters?
Great characters. I think we're counting characters. That's going to be my first.
I just want to see how it ends, this chapter. You know,
I thought it was saying this is the whole thing. And I was like, why are you going outside the first paragraph? Okay, keep going. Keep going, dear sir.
My wife, Julie, works at a company that puts on scavenger hunts for corporations as well as private events. Our weekends also involve escape rooms or games of Mastermind with our 3 sons. Me and K-Pro played Mastermind when you almost died from the flu. Remember? That was before coronavirus. Orleans. Remember? I remember.
Yes, I do.
For my birthday a couple of years ago, my son Zane created an elaborate mental obstacle course that included Sudoku, Rubik's Cube, and anagrams. It took me 2 weeks to crack it, which didn't impress him. I even tried to recruit our dog Stella into the puzzle cult. I buy her these doggy puzzles where she has to flip open a latch to get her doggy treat. The manufacturer claims it will keep her canine brain stimulated, though I'm guessing Stella's brain is mostly thinking, next time, asshole, just give me the peanut butter on a spoon. Nice. After my appearance on as One Down a few years back, I went from being an occasional crossword solver to a frequent one, perhaps unconsciously hoping I'd reappear. I did the Times crossword every day. At first, I only solved a smattering of words in the harder puzzles, but eventually, after years of practice, I could reliably finish Saturday's puzzles. My addiction became a problem. One day, I decided I wasn't getting enough accomplished in my life and I should quit all puzzles. I figured it would free up several hours every week. Who knows what I could get done? Maybe I'd start a podcast or run a triathlon or build a barn. Hey, that's Copper Dan. Run a triathlon or build a barn.
And he started a podcast called YouTube.
The experiment was a failure. After 2 months, I relapsed, and I relapsed hard. Puzzles once again began to mark the start and end of my day. Now, as soon as I wake up, I check my iPhone for the New York Times spelling bee. A find a word game that is both compelling and maddening. What? You're telling me Ottoman isn't a word? Then what's the plural of Ottoman? Oh, I see. Ottoman. Before going to sleep, I do Wordle. Has anybody played Wordle? I keep hearing about this game, and I don't have no idea what it is.
Oh, it is. Okay, so here's what happens every day. I'm scrolling through my Facebook thing, and you guys know Miriam. Miriam does it and publishes her streak, and it always reminds me to go to Wordle and do Wordle. I did Wordle today. I won't tell you what the answer is, but it was clever, and I got it in like 4. So I do it every day, but I always do it by reminder. I haven't downloaded the app or anything. It's pretty cool. Joel Lewicki and Miriam, and I thought, hey, they're smart.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I used to do the words with friends. That was kind of fun.
It's similar to Mastermind, but it's with letters.
Oh, okay.
So you have 5 chances, 5-letter word, and you have 5 chances to figure it out, and it will turn it yellow if it's in the word but not in the right spot, and it'll turn it green if it's actually in the right spot and the right letter. So there's some techniques to it, like get some words out, get some letters out of the way, always use different vowels until you figure out which vowel it is. Yeah. My morning routine is with a coffee with World. Yeah. That would be kind of fun to do. And I see some people talking about Priddle Mondays. What if we brought them back as a group and one person is in charge of bringing some different ways to think about stuff differently? Like I love Sudoku. I used to do time Sudoku and it was fun. Yeah.
So, all right, K-Pro. Christy asks, why is the intro lettered like the XIV? Like, why is it not start with 1? This is the intro to the book, and I don't know the answer to that.
No, that's how it. So that means the story. This is the prelude, if you will, an
right.
introduction, and then chapter 1 will have the first, like page 1. This is how books
You're
go.
saying, why does it start with XII?
Okay, go to the first page.
Yeah, this is the first page, which does not have a page number, and then it goes XII. So I don't know.
Oh, it should be I and then I. Yeah.
Yeah, I can go to the Kindle version here. This is the Kindle version of the entire book. Let's see what it says here.
If you like Wordle, try Wordle, Quarrel, or Wordle, blah, blah. Sorry.
Now see, in the Kindle book, I'm not seeing page numbers, so I don't know why that is. It's just because it's different. They just word it normally down here. Okay, let's go back.
Oh my God, Cofferdan, stop drinking.
All right. Wait, what happened? April would dress up as Ranger Sarah and debate Ranger Jack. Oh, nice. That's nice. Oh, geez. The good old days of the border, the New Mexico fishing regulations, huh, Alan? Anyway, we're right about the fishing part. We just were wrong about the regulation part.
That was before I knew you, your yogurt video.
That's what I heard during. Yeah, good times. You? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And
all right. I'm trying to figure out where we left off at. Oh, there we go. Since my relapse, I've come to 2 important realizations about puzzles. I'm not a great puzzler. I mean, I'm okay, but I started to meet real puzzlers. I get an insight into a whole other league. I realize I'm like the guy who plays decent intramural basketball, but is no match for LeBron James and Kevin Durant. Puzzles make us better people, K-Pro. Okay.
You know what? I believe that. Getting your mind. So I'm going to go back to Forrest. Forrest said, always take 10 or 15 minutes to get your mind going. He would sit in bed and think about his day, what's going on, just to get his mind going. And that's why, when you find me often, oh my God, stop it. When you find me, I'm usually playing a puzzle video game, or if you call them video games, I'm usually doing a puzzle, including Wordle. So I totally agree with this.
The Cowper Factory. That'd be pretty good.
I need to take this. I'll be back. Oh, no. Okay.
So there's a good chance this is more of a rationalization than a realization, a way to justify all the mental energy I spend on puzzles. Puzzles are not a waste of time. Doing puzzles can make us better thinkers, more creative, more incisive, and more persistent. I'm not just talking about staving off dementia and keeping our minds sharp. There's some mild evidence that doing crossword puzzles might help delay cognitive decline. It's probably not just puzzles that help. Any mental challenge might delay dementia, whether it's puzzles or learning a new language. I'm talking about something more global. It's been my experience that puzzles can shift our worldview. They can nudge us to adopt the puzzle mindset, a mindset of ceaseless curiosity about everything in the world, from politics to science to human relationships, and a desire to find solutions. These insights sparked the idea for the book you were holding now. I decided to embrace my passion and do a deep dive into the puzzle world. I pledge to embed myself with the world's greatest puzzle solvers, creators, and collectors and learn their secrets. I try to crack the hardest puzzles in each genre, from jigsaws to crosswords to Sudoku. My hope is
hard stop for a second. Can you go back over and put in Jacobs? I'm going to keep the room.
With an S? Oh, that's true.
Jacobs, because that's where the
negative.
Okay. Ooh, maybe a shift. Okay. How many times does he use the word puzzles? Ooh.
That's new.
Okay.
I certainly didn't know I'd be researching part of my book during the COVID crisis. Love was stuck inside. Puzzles had a spike in popularity not seen since the Great Depression. As Ross Trudeau, a New York Times crossword creator, wrote during the depths of the pandemic, puzzles in the puzzle community provided him a balm against anxiety, anger, and depression. He added, I love y'all. We'll get through this. My family and I competed in the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship in Spain. Wow. I visited the artists at the base of Mount Fuji in Japan who make intricate wooden puzzle boxes that sell for thousands of dollars. I learned the surprising history of puzzles, perhaps the oldest form of entertainment. I learned how they played a part in religion, love, and war, how the British Secret Service used a crossword puzzle in the Daily Telegraph to recruit code breakers against the Nazis. how Benedict Arnold sent secret messages encoded in publicly available books, a method that is still used today with slight variations. I met the man who holds a record for solving the Rubik's Cube with his feet. I got a lesson on solving chess puzzles from Gary Kasparov and visited the CIA to see the infamous unsolved crypto sculpture. I grappled with a puzzle that has a lot of possible arrangements, but only one solution. And then the dark side of puzzles, paranoia and obsession. I talked to scientists about why they're so drawn to puzzles, why an estimated 50 million people do crosswords every day, and more than 450 million Rubik's Cubes have been solved. The conclusion is that puzzles can save the world, or at least help save the world. Puzzles can teach us lessons about fresh perspectives, compassion, cooperation.
What page are we on? 6?
Yeah, we're right at the end. But this isn't just a book about puzzles. It's also a book of puzzles. Within these pages, I've included my favorite puzzles from history. Why just read about the first ever crossword puzzle from 1913 when you can solve it? The book contains dozens of historical puzzles spanning all genres. So I'm assuming those puzzles are different from the ones that are on the website, because you don't need the book in order to solve them. Since puzzles are about ingenuity, I also wanted some new puzzles. I considered creating them myself, but I soon realized that making great brain teasers is an art that requires years to master. So I teamed up with Greg Pliska, one of the most talented puzzle makers in the world and founder of the delightfully named Exaltation of Larks Puzzle Company. He created 20 puzzles, each one related to a different chapter of the book, which can be found starting on page 253. And one final but important point, in this introduction you are reading now, Greg and I have hidden a secret puzzle, or more precisely, a secret passcode that will give you access to a series of puzzles on the website, thepuzzlerbook.com. The first reader to find and solve the puzzles on the website will get a prize of $10,000. I figured I couldn't write a book on puzzles that didn't contain a secret one itself. As a kid, one of my favorite books was Masquerade, published in 1979 by a British artist named Kit Williams. The gorgeous illustrations contain clues to a golden rabbit sculpture buried somewhere in England. The book kicked off a frenzy, and not in an entirely good way. Thousands of treasure hunters dug up yards and gardens all over the United Kingdom. Williams received death threats and unwelcome 3 a.m. visits from desperate solvers. I'm hoping to avoid these pitfalls. The prize is not buried, for starters, so please don't tear up any lawns. And whether or not you claim the prize, I hope you enjoy the rest of the book, except for some of the harder puzzles, which I hope cause you just the right amount of type, just the right amount of anguish, followed by well-deserved aha moments. So that's it.
Okay. So I'd like you to hit Control F
and
put in Puzzle. How many?
70. Oh, wait. 2, 3, 72 times.
So should we put in 72? That's what somebody said.
Yeah, let's try it. So we
like
can
not 7-2, but actually
spell it out.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be more of a.
So here's the other thing. Somebody said, let's go through the actual characters in the book. Count puzzle. That's it. Count puzzle. That's it. I think that's what we just did. We should go through the people named and somehow their like maybe first name is an anagram. So we need to go in order. So AJ is the first one, or maybe it's the last name because he didn't put it on Jacob's. Okay, who's the next character named?
Okay. Francisco Goya, Goya is the last name. Goya.
Hold on.
Let's do first and last. That way we
have
both.
So we can go back.
So, Francisco Goya.
Wait, spell Francisco.
I better make my own notes.
Keep going.
All right.
Now wait, what about the mother car and Southers?
Yeah, and Southern's the next
What
one.
about the one just above that? What's Oregon?
It's ethnic heritage. It's not a character.
Oh, okay, got it.
And
Southern. Okay. And Minotaur, if I didn't do it right, tell me the number you think it is, and we'll put it in.
So I'm looking. Will Shorts. Okay.
Oh,
Now he
Francis.
says Biden and Gaga. I guess those are names, aren't they?
It doesn't have first and last.
It doesn't, but I'm going to put them just because I don't know what
Yeah,
to do.
just to be thorough. Got it.
Partly.
Gillian is 33. Mary Green says.
What is that? Gillian. What is it? I don't
He
know.
said you can have 64 decillion chances.
Nice, Packer Jack. Yeah, decillion. That's right. Equals 33 places. Oh, 33. I see what you're saying. 33 places. Now there's games. I actually, I had Games Magazine as a kid, but that's not a person, but it is a picture.
No, it's not a person. I don't think it's a character. His wife, Julie. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Seems a little harder than it looks. I mean, if this is to get the password, how hard of a puzzle is it going to be? Zane.
Asshole. Well, no, that's not capitalized.
Stella's the dog. I guess that could be a character.
Yeah, that's a character.
Times. Relapse hard, right? So LeBron Jameses, and Kevin Durant's. LeBron Jameses and Kevin Durant's. You know who those are, Kimber?
I do. Those are basketball players. You're welcome.
Good job.
I actually didn't know one of the names, but I knew the other one. And I took context clues. You know,
I was just going to say that. Context clues.
Can't be super hard. He wants people to participate. Minotaur Mike made the hardest one of his puzzles, the first one, and that's what people gave him feedback on. Okay,
Ross Trudeau.
Ross, you said?
Trudeau, yeah.
T-R-U. Okay.
Trudeau, like that's Prime Minister of Canada, different Trudeau.
No idea. Benedict Arnold.
Okay.
Gary
Kasparov, famous chess champion. I watched his master class years ago. All right. Seen the dark side of puzzles. This is it. Let's see. It's a book of puzzles. All right.
Yeah, and then it's Greg and Kit.
Oh, that's right. Greg Pliszka. And
ooh, we could do
I mentioned the name Greg again. Does that mean we have to count it again or no?
No, it's the same character, in my opinion.
Okay. Kit Williams. How many do we have? And that's it. So let's see if your numbers matches my number.
$16.
See, I have 15. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You're wrong.
Francisco Goya.
You need to start with AJ Jacobs.
Oh, you did count him. See,
I counted him.
Okay, so 16. All right. I like it. 16 is a good number. Keep in mind, start at the first paragraph, read every word. And paragraph, word, characters, and book are in a different font. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Start the first paragraph, read every word, and pay attention to all the great characters that populate the book. All are important to cracking this book's cipher. You can count on it.
So what's the website? We got Meeks in, and you know she cracks stuff quick.
This is the website.
I know. Can you tell her what the website name is? Because it's in 2 font.
Thepuzzlerbook.com.
The Puzzler Book.
We're going to find the hints.
So,
puzzlerbook.com.
So do you notice that the 641 decillion is in the same font as paragraph, word?
Mm-hmm.
Is cipher? No, it's really decillion, paragraph and word are the only ones in that funky font, right?
I think book
No,
cipher is too.
book cipher is too.
Cipher is too. So could it be a book cipher on a different book? It's possible, but where would we get the numbers from? Start at the first paragraph, read every word, pay attention to the great characters. Yeah. The path, no, it's hidden in the introduction of the new book, The Puzzler by A.J. Jacobs. Yeah. I don't know. A-F-A.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Anybody got any ideas out there? Aren't puzzles fun, K-Pro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take the initials and shift. That's true. But is it first or last? Well, it'd have to be first because a lot of the names count every word, book cipher.
His reference is a cipher later on used in the book. Some are characters, some are figures. What the hell does that mean? JK?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, so like, okay. Benedict Arnold is more of a figure. Characters are actually within the book, like his dog and his, yeah. Okay, maybe. What about the preface? I think Christy Meeps picked up on the biggest thing is why isn't it starting on the correct page?
I don't know. Well, what are those numbers? All right, let's look.
You can count on it. Minotaur, we're counting something. Number of characters, number of something.
XII. Let's look up the old Roman numerals. Yeah, you're right. This could be. This
Take
could be
the first letter and the last name and block the letters like Sudoku. But then how do you input it? It's a phrase that's getting put in.
XII is 12. The first page is XII, which is 12. Second page is XIII, which is 13. See, they just stick with that. That could be it. XIV, yeah, it's 14. So it starts with 12, 13, 14.
What was Greg's last name? Greg
Pliska?
P. Okay, that's a P. I'm sorry, I couldn't read my own writing.
XV is 15.
So the last, nothing's. K-Pro, take the first letter of the first name and last name, block letters like Sudoku. Could it be in the quote? In the quote you're reading now. Bring that back up so they don't just have to look at us, Mike. Does he list something you can count on like a calculator?
Maybe we're 641 decillion guesses. Yeah, that is weird. We don't have to count every word. Start at the first paragraph and read every word. They don't expect us to count every word, do they? Yeah, in each paragraph, I would hope not.
Okay. I was going to look up oh.
Well, it's something for you guys to chew on, that's for sure. And it would be interesting if we did get the password to see what the actual first puzzle is. It's a puzzle a day since May 3rd. So that means there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 17 of the puzzles are out already. If I'm reading it right, actually, if it's only Monday through Friday.
Why don't we put the letters in of 641 with all the zeros?
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, start at the first paragraph, read every word, pay attention to all the great characters.
So if it's 641 decillion, it would be how many zeros after that? Maybe that's the...
Oh, that's like more than you can type out, I think. It's one of those crazy numbers.
It's not million, it's not quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion, nontillion, then decillion. Pointless, gigantic numbers is I found it on a website.
Oh, it's actually in the story too. Check it out. That's what he said. This one part, that is the number, I think. Honeybee just put it in the chat right there.
Oh.
So where is that part? Right there.
Oh, that. Yep.
This Cryptos puzzle has 600. I think this is the 641 decillion guesses, possible arrangements, but only one solution. So yeah, I don't know. Don't know. I thought maybe it'd be something easy because he wanted people to get it, but no, it's not. So I can only imagine what the puzzles are going to be like.
This is fun. Yeah, awesome. Jana's here. She'll go. Oh, show Jana. Show Jana the coin.
She's seen the coin. She doesn't need to. She knows what the coin looks like.
You're just a party pooper. Even if you, even. Oh, blah.
She want to see the coin. All right, everybody. Well, that was fun. But AJ Jacobs is the book. Hang on. I'll get you guys the website. The Puzzler book.
Benedict Arnold used the book cipher. The list of numbers is probably the code. I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty cool.
Thepuzzlerbook.com if anybody wants to work on it themselves. It could be a book cipher. It might be, but what numbers are we using is the question. To get the letters.
So Mike was an only child, and he sits and just like I see him with the Beacon Starbucks sometimes for hours, and he just kind of analyzes. You need to talk us through what you're thinking because it's pretty cool. Is there a timeline of when characters are mentioned? Arrange the timeline and see if something shows up.
Well, what it could be, one possible explanation is this number right here, the one that was it Honeybee put 641. You go to the sixth page.
Sixth paragraph, fourth sentence, first word. What order did he put it in the other one?
He didn't. He just said 641 decillion.
Yes. No. Go back to the introduction.
Yeah.
Go back to the password, the website.
All right, hang on. He just said.
No, he put him in different.
Go to the contest website. There we go.
Okay.
He just said 641 decillion guesses.
Okay. Can I?
Go ahead.
So the first parameter of that 3 is first. It's which paragraph. Mm-hmm. The next, it's which word, which character.
Which is letter. So that is probably it. Yep.
Yes. Oh wait. Let's have a little something.
That is it.
That's
actually
it.
So
paragraph, word, character. 6
numbers.
Oh, let's do this.
Yeah, that is it.
Okay, then you have to be way more excited. Talk about an aha moment.
That is pretty good. Okay. Well, it just occurred to me, and I'm like, that could work. And then you said that's it. And then when you say go back to the intro, it's like, well, they're telling us actually, which is a good puzzle when they give you the hint. All right, guys, let's do it. See, for all of you that stuck around, make sure you thumbs up.
641. You solve that as I'm writing down the next.
Hang on. You said paragraph. What is it?
It is paragraph, word, character.
Okay. Paragraph, word, character.
Now you're picking up what I'm putting down. Come on. Barry's on board. Grab your favorite drink.
All right.
Yeah, Kiwi said. Okay.
641. So check it out. We would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 would be the letter K. Did I do that right?
Yes, I hope.
Let's see. Yeah.
Everyone, keep looking. Keep him honest.
3. Well, we'll see if it spells something. Hopefully, it's not.
Yes.
It spells a word.
Okay. 4, 5, 3.
Oh, I thought it'd be the word knowledge, but there's too many. I already thought I could guess it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And 3.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. I.
Oh.
K-I.
Okay.
So,
what's the next?
So far, it's good, right? So far,
yeah. Go back to the numbers for a second because I didn't get them all written down.
Okay.
We got this, honey.
Yeah, I was actually pretty good, wasn't it?
I mean, the royal we, all of you with us.
Yeah, okay. We did it together.
Okay. Can you 641? Keep going. I want to write them
4,
down.
5, 3. Well,
okay.
scroll through this to do it.
Okay. No, but I want to list them all. Keep going.
Oh, so 1, 3, 4.
Okay, keep going.
1. Oh, you mean read them? I didn't know what you meant by keep
I
going.
would like you to read them.
1, 3, 4.
Okay.
591.
Okay.
872.
Okay.
261.
Okay.
694.
Okay.
522.
Okay.
936.
Okay.
731.
Okay.
324. 693.
Okay.
So 641 was K. 453 was I. Now we're at 1, 3, 4.
The answer is kill my landlord. No. I don't
Kill
okay.
my
1, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. N. K-I-N. Kind, maybe?
591.
591. See, now K-Pro gets excited about the puzzles.
When you get the aha moment, it's the coolest thing ever.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is G. King. There we go. King James, maybe? K-I-N-G. Well, we definitely got it.
Okay. 872. Oh,
too bad he's gonna see this video and we're disqualified from winning because we gave it away. But
yeah, they can bite me. We're winning this thing.
All right.
I'm writing them down, Jenna. I'm writing them down.
I can't believe I read the whole thing.
Look what I have.
Look
at that, guys. I have it written
right.
down.
Yeah, I am. I've got it written down too. So far we have K-I-N-G. So it's King.
King Mitchy Gitchy Goomy.
King Solomon. S-O-L-O-M. No,
let's just keep going.
Let's
keep going, Lorraine says.
1,
872.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 is O. King O. King O. Okay, and 261, 2, 6. How many people just ordered the book? Come on. Well, actually, you don't need to order the book. That's the thing. It says you don't
need
need
the damn password. We need the
damn
password.
password to the website. Then we can work on it together.
261.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. King of OF. King of Staten Island.
Of the Cowlazars YouTube
Puzzles.
channel.
It's got to be puzzles, right? K-I-N-G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 letters. It's puzzle. King of puzzle. It's got to be it. All right. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4. T. King of T.
King of Tahiti. King of
522. King of. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. King of the T.
King of the. King of
936.
936. Let's be thorough.
Isn't it exciting, everybody? Thumbs up.
Come on. This is so good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E. King of the. Yeah. Okay. King of the
hill. No, there's
three letters. King of
the.
Yeah. What would that be? All right. Hang on.
731. 731. Come on, honey.
6.
Honey.
I'm gonna do this video as soon as we're done. No, just kidding.
King of the game. No, it's only 3 letters.
7.
Debbie.
Yeah, 3 letters are left.
King of fun.
Fun.
King of the fun. That's
1, 2.
King
3,
of the
5.
BES.
6, 7. 1, 2, 3. B. King of the starts with a B.
Yeah.
The
Vertigo says BES. I bet you Vertigo is right because Vertigo, I think, is related to Jack. I'm hearing from someone.
3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. Wait. 3, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. King of the BE. And then what's the last?
BES. Well, that's what I don't know. Vertigo came up with it.
1. It says 9 Mile Hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. BES. Yeah. What does that mean?
It'll mean something later.
King of the. Well, let me put that in. It bothers me. King of the best. Guess he knew.
No, let's put it in to see if it's right first.
Oh, King of Thebes. King of Thebes. Thebes. King of Thebes was Creon. So I bet you it's a what do you call it? It's a question, And the king of thieves was Creon. 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 You ready for it? Oh. Oh,
so okay, now yeah.
Hey, there we go. King of thieves, everybody. I assumed you had to answer that question.
Do a little dance.
So of course, we guys are Cowlazars, right? Should I put you K Pro Cow? No, Cowlazars, okay.
No, do Cowlazars.
Cowlazars. Can't give you guys my email.
Yeah, I was gonna say, take that down, please.
You're all disqualified because we just did it publicly. But King of Thieves, yeah. So BES, he knew it was thieves. That's cool. Good job, guys.
You even went further trying to like translate that. And he's like, no, that's all I need.
I was like, it's a question. Answer the question. Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah, I'm liking this. It wasn't too hard. I like it. I like it.
If we did the beat star out loud like this, we could actually solve it. I don't know.
2 million, 3 million,
10,000. It's 10,000.
I'll take 10,000.
What they say? 15 puzzles and then a final puzzle only for those who solve the 15.
I thought they said 22.
22, and then you get to the final. So definitely not easy, but yeah, Christy, good job, huh? Meeps. I know she was saying she had this before too. So the password should be at least 12 characters long. Holy cow. All right. Let me think.
Love of my life is KPro7249 hashtag asterisk.
Okay, you guys want to see what the first puzzle is?
Yes, but then we stop. Then we stop and we let. I mean, that's puzzle one's done.
I got to make sure I write the password down before I forget it. The long one. Okay. All right. This is your puzzle hunt dashboard. Below, you can find the puzzles. Once you solve the puzzle, they'll be grayed out so you can keep track of your progress. At any time, you can refer to the instructions for solvers. Good luck. Okay. Okay, the first puzzle has 1,089 solutions so far. So 1,089 people have solved it already. Let's go to the bottom.
Are you purposely not showing it?
Yeah, the most. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to show it. The most recent puzzle has only got 135 people that have solved it so far.
It doesn't say which one.
No, well, yeah, they're called. You have to click it to get each one.
Okay.
So this is Welcome Cowlazars. This is the Puzzler Hunt, and this says the puzzle they released early. So basically, they said sorry. New one for fun. View puzzle 1,089.
Oh, who cares about if it's fun or is it really part of it?
Oh, that's the name of it. Yeah, this is it. One for Fun is the name by Author Wynn.
Okay, I was gonna say
great that his friends might laugh at his creation when prepared an almost completely different version of his 1913 word cross puzzle. Fill in the small squares with words which agree with the following definitions. What no one has yet been able to do to Mount Everest, 2 to 3. What? What no one has yet been able to do at Mount Everest. Well, people climb it or summit, right? I don't know. Rheingold is an actor. That's what's his name? The guy from Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, I got nothing for you.
Hang on, let me look that up. I just want to see if one of these fits, so we're on the right path. Beverly Hills Cop. You guys know who I'm talking about. Why I know this?
It's only 3 letters.
Judge Reinhold. That's right. Let's see. 10 to 18.
We're not seeing it, babe.
Yeah. I don't think I understand the rules on how we're supposed to do this. 10. Fill in the small squares with words which agree with the following definitions. 10-18. It's only one letter right here.
No, 10 to. Oh, yeah. Maybe J then, right?
6 to 22. Sword handles. Oh, hilt. But HILT.
Maybe it's just I don't know. Well.
Oh, and then you can download as a PDF. So that's cool. Last year's with 1321. Last year's world.
Oh, look.
Mount Everest top. Oh, okay. So that would be T.
Nobody can top it because it's the largest mountain in the world.
Yeah, okay. TOP. Got it. So these are fun. They're like, it's a crossword puzzle. So this was apparently the first crossword puzzle in 1913 or an alternate version. So I think next show we do this. Let's go through these live. I mean, we might get disqualified.
Well, here's the thing I would like you to do to be fair. would you email the treasure hunt creator? And if they have an issue with us doing it live, let's not do it. But just say it's time bound. We're a community that loves this. We wouldn't mind doing it as a group. Are you okay with that? And if they say that isn't really what we were looking at, you can do private Zooms, but we wouldn't like that. I want to be respectful to someone that's put in a lot of time. And the Zooms are hard enough for everybody to get around. But if we did it public, yeah. So that's what I think you should do. But you do you. You're definitely more a better person than I am. So,
well, I wonder if he'd be okay with it until the final puzzle, because you got to do all these 22, and then
what if he said that? What if he said you can do the first 10 together, but then we don't want it public because that'll just catch everybody up, and that's not fair. Whatever. So I would be interested in their feedback.
So far, there are 13 puzzles out, and every day, every weekday at like midnight or something, they're going to release a new one.
Oh,
so it definitely drops off. Only 135 have solved the dot puzzle.
Link again. They want the link again. People are liking it. You know what? Their amount of hits probably are going to go up. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I was a little hesitant in this exercise, and now I'm quite excited about it, dear sir.
The Puzzler's Book, thepuzzlerbook.com. Book.com. The puzzler.
.com.
Do the actual. Hang on. I hope it's one of you out there that wins. That would be awesome. Or at least gets to the final puzzle.
Are you? Maybe you. Not you so much, but you. Yeah.
I know we have some Code Breaker Charlies out there. So yeah, we can do it. Let's do it. There it is. You can click that link, guys. Thepuzzlerbook.com. Remember, you don't have to order his book. It's a $10,000 contest on his website where you solve those puzzles, basically.
Wait, can we purchase the book though? There's no book to purchase.
Yeah, we already have it. Yeah. We have the Kindle. That's how I just read about it in an article. I said it's a treasure hunt. I got to buy the book, but I got Kindle.
But I'm such a dinosaur. I need.
Yes. The puzzles have to be solved by. We said it. What was it?
1 month from today, right?
No, like 2 weeks from today.
Oh.
It's like 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. You have to solve all.
Do a nightly show.
So we'd have to get going on it. That's for sure. But it could be fun.
There is a time limit on solves.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Wow, look at this one. I don't know if this is part of it, but look at that maze.
I love those. I love those.
And then you got to make it to the pyramids. Isn't that cool?
Right, but there has to be something to it. What are you submitting?
Well, it says additional material, so I think this is just for fun.
I love those.
Oh, does this look familiar, K-Pro? You did this for Grand Adventure, remember?
These are my favorite. AJ Rainville. These are my favorite.
Rebuses, right? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Bravo. The passphrase is King of Thebes. Whoever said BES, he knew what it was right away. He was right.
Kiwi is saying there are also a numbered amount to submit your answers. I thought, so does it time you out after a day? Is it one submission a day or something?
I don't think so. Why?
Because Kiwi Road says, I don't know why they're saying it. Kiwi Road says there's also a numbered amount to submit your answers. I don't know what that means to you.
Okay, hang on.
10 grand, baby. Let's do this.
I'm looking.
5. 13 puzzles have been released.
There's a whole instruction thing on how to put in the answers and stuff.
So it's 5 total. After 5, are you done, Kiwi? Forever, or is it 5 a day? I'm just curious. Yeah, you only get so many attempts.
Official rules. Let's see. These are the official here. I'll put this in. Anybody wants it. These are the official rules of the contest.
Not sure. I'm not sure either.
Kick that book cipher in the boo-boo. All right. Okay. You have to solve the 22 puzzles by June 4th, 2022 at midnight. I'm assuming that's Eastern time. June 4th. It's coming up, everybody. It's in 2 weeks from Saturday. 2 weeks from Saturday. So we would have to book on these to be ready for the new puzzles that are coming out.
Yeah.
All right. So there it is. Thumbs up. You never know what's going to show up in the treasure hunting amusement park, and you never know what we're going to solve. Rules are important, JK Pioneer, especially if you're trying to win a prize. Rules are important. 13 are released so far. So let us know how you're doing. If you're working this on your own, let me know how you're doing. Email me. cowlazars@gmail.com. So thanks, K-Pro. I think me and you kind of got it at the same time. I was like, it could be these numbers right here. And you're like,
well,
yeah,
it was
go to the intro. It's
totally the chat room, because it was like there are 3 phases each one. It's like, oh, we all got it together. Do you see? If we were all together right now, we'd all be jumping around together.
Yeah, there you go, guys.
Mike is so the opposite of me. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to dance. And he's like, okay, we got this one, guys. This is so great.
Now we need the next one, though. Just that first puzzle we saw when 1,000 people have solved it. But that's good. If we did this in the group thing with those answers, we might do pretty good. But I will email the contest at puzzler.com.
Yeah, let's just make sure. They might say, hey, more publicity the better. Go for it. You never know unless you ask.
So if it is the case, maybe over the weekend we'll go live and we'll try it. We'll just try and solve it.
If they're okay with it,
let's
do it.
Looks like a fun one. You can add that to if it's not there already, add it to treasurehuntcash.com. Everybody check out treasurehuntcash.com. All right, thanks. Maybe we'll go live over the weekend with this. If not, we'll see you Monday for Forrest Fenn Treasure Found.
We got some stuff to say. Oh, Dan Barbarisi is on Monday. And then I already have the next Monday ready.
That's right. Barbarisi is on Monday.
Barbarisi.
And he was on Toby's channel, Toby and Shelly. I haven't watched it, though. I don't want to watch it because we're going to interview him. So I don't want to watch it.
I watched it because I wanted to know what not to ask again. I want to be informed.
Okay. Oh, that's true.
The interesting part is they ask questions in the room, like, what about the auction site? And Dan's like, what's that? Like, you can tell he's not tracking stuff. So we're not going to we're going to, so email your questions to Mike or I, and we will try to.
We will let everybody know when the Vegas party get together is. But for anybody who's out here for the World Series of Poker over the next 2 months, let me know. Maybe we get together.
Hold on.
Maybe we'll play in something.
Hold on. I need to show this. Hold on. Did you see this?
Codebreaker Christie. She's in it now.
Mike Shaw.
Involved in the game. Now you just got to solve the beacon star, and we'll go get that other coin, okay?
Okay, let's end it this way, though. What's next for the beacon star? I think we need to reread the words to figure out what words tie to the book. Because I feel like I did this huge PowerPoint, and everyone's like, yeah, okay, we already had it all.
Well, no, we had to agree on a couple things, and I think we got a consensus on the wording. Now it's just how do we count it, and that's stupid. Herein lies the key Fibonacci thing that Randy came up with.
Fibonacci,
if that's your real name.
Randy, have a bunch of drinks and get on live and tell us more. Good sir.
Surprised he didn't explain the Fibonacci numbers to his grandkids. That'll be the next video. All right, World Series of Poker. If you're interested in action for either one of us or both, let me know. And we'll see you guys.
I'm going to destroy the women's tournament. I think
you should play.
I have to do final table in the women's tournament. If I came in 14th before, I should be able to make final table.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, you.
Or not the book, but if you play on the website.
See you in the front row. Bye.